Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're here for the first time, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you join the family by clicking the subscribe button on the screen. And when you do, please turn on your notification bell. That way you get notified whenever there's a new video on the channel, and there will be new videos every week. My name is Abby. I'm a Nigerian immigrant living in Canada, and my channel is all about that journey and everything else in between. So welcome to my subscribers. You already know what it is. I love you all. On my social media platforms, especially on Twitter, I get asked a lot of questions about Canada, living in Canada, migrating to Canada, and everything Canada. So if you do not follow me on social media, please check the description box. The link to all my social media presence is there. Now, one of the repetitive questions that I've been receiving recently is, I'm coming to Canada, what do I do when I arrive? I'm coming to Canada, what do I do when I arrive? In today's video, I want to talk to you from my experience, from the experience of a lot of people around me, the things that you need to do as soon as you arrive in Canada. So if you're interested in that, then please keep on watching. So the first thing that I'll say is get yourself a SIM card. So you have a phone line to connect to people with, right? Now, depending on the time of the day you arrive, you might be able to get it later the first day you arrive, or you might have to go to phone store the following day to get yourself on a network that appeals to you, as well as get a SIM card so that way you have a Canadian number. Now, in my case, I got my SIM card, I think the following day we arrived in Canada. When I say we, I'm referring to my husband and I, right? So we went to a phone store of the network of our choice as at that time, and we chose the plan that we wanted, and we got our numbers immediately. We're up and popping to make calls within, Canada and all of that. So yes, first thing, get yourself a SIM card, get connected to the people that matter. So the second thing is make sure you get your social insurance number as soon as possible. Now, in my case, right, my husband and I were able to sort out our social insurance number at the airport when we arrived. Toronto was our point of entry, and we subsequently had to catch a flight to our city of destination. So we had some hours between when we landed in Toronto to our flight time to get that sorted out. This is an agency called Service Canada, and it has some offices in the airport, so we're able to walk up there. We're able to provide them with our landing document as well as our passports, and within minutes, my entire family, we all had our social insurance numbers. So if you're unable to do that at the airport, I will suggest the following day after getting your SIM card, find a Service Canada agency office, go there and get yourself a social insurance number. It doesn't take a long time. Within a couple of minutes, you're done. You will need that for certain applications that you would want to make when you arrive in Canada. So the third thing that I'll suggest is get your health insurance sorted ASAP. Now, depending on the province where you arrive, right, there are different timelines as to how soon that will be available to you. In my case, we landed in Alberta. We're able to get it done immediately. We downloaded the application form on the website, filled in the application form, we sent it off immediately, and within a couple of weeks, my entire family had our health insurance cards with us. Be sure to check what the provision is in the province that you're landing in. That way you're prepared and equipped as to how soon you need to get that sorted out. But definitely, as soon as possible, get your health insurance sorted out. The next thing is open a bank account. Obviously, I cannot stress the need for you to get this done. If you are moving to Canada, you definitely will have some money on you. You need somewhere to deposit that money, right? So yes, a bank account is definitely essential for you to deposit the money that you come in Canada with, and also eventually, be able to bank the money that you earn in Canada. So open a bank account as soon as possible. There are numerous banks to choose from, and they have branches littered all around the city of your choice regardless. So it's just a case of finding out which is closest to you and which you would prefer. Walk into the branch with your IDs and all of that, and an account is open for you within a few minutes. So open a bank account, have that sorted out. And going off of that, I would also advise that you quickly start thinking about the possibility of getting yourself a credit card. And that's because you want to be able to build your credit history, and there's no way you can do that without having and maintaining a credit card. So you might want to think about the possibility of getting that done ASAP, especially when you intend going forward to do things that will require reference being made to your credit history or your credit score. So think about that as you're opening a bank account. Talk to them about the possibility of opening a credit card, see what your options are, and go for it. And once that's done, the next thing that you need to focus on is get yourself a place to live. Now, for me, right now, for my case, my family and I arrived in an Airbnb that we had booked from Nigeria prior to landing here, and so it was really easy for us. We had booked for a duration of a week, and within that week we were able to set up some viewings for some apartments, and within that week we're actually able to find an apartment that was suitable for us, and we went with it, and the rest, they say, is history. So there's some websites that are usually very typical and popular for property listings in Canada, and then you can do your selections, the city you're in and all of that, and then it populates to what your filters are. So get yourself an apartment. If you are, what I'll advise is, if you have to arrive in a hotel, right, and you're not sure as to how soon you may get a place, I would suggest that you transfer to an Airbnb, because that's often cheaper, right? When you think about, that's often cheaper, right? So once you've done that, then you can then take your time and progress on to getting yourself a rented apartment. But if you arrive in an Airbnb, of course, depending on the duration that you intend to stay in the Airbnb, you have a time and a place to sort of think through before making the decision of renting a place that is somewhat, in a way, a permanent decision as of that time. It's very important that you have an address, a permanent address, to work with when you have to do a lot of documentation and paperwork. So yes, it's essential that you get yourself a place to live. Now, the next thing that I advise you do after that is to make to-buy list, right? And of course, you're moving into an apartment that is bare most times. You have a list of things that you need to purchase. You have furniture, you have groceries, you have household essentials, really. So make a to-buy list, right? And if you're uncertain, go to retailers' websites. Just have an idea of the budget that you're going to be working with. Make a budget, and just get on with setting up that space for your convenience. So get a to-buy list done and walk through it according to the urgency of whatever it is that you require to buy for yourself and for your space. Also, I would say get a bus pass, get a transport pass, right? Get yourself a bus pass. If not for the entire first month, at least for the first week, because you are going to be moving around quite a lot. You might be moving around quite a lot, right? And you want to be assured that you don't have to confine yourself to a specific time to leave or get back to wherever it is you're staying, or you don't want to spend too much on having to purchase a ticket for every trip that you make. So get a bus pass. It's cost effective compared to having to buy multiple passes whenever you have to go out multiple times. And that takes me on to the fact that if you have time to burn, I would advise that it's important that you are able to take a tour of the city that you have arrived in, right? So with the two parts of your city that I'll consider important in terms of touring is definitely your community, the community that you're settling in, the community that you found an apartment in. So take a tour around your apartment, know where the essential places are, the police station, the fire stations, the stores, the schools, a hospital, maybe, you know, just all of these things. Just make sure that you're well informed, you know, of the community that you live in, and also the downtown area of the city that you're in. You know, a lot of activities happens within the axis of downtown, right? I suggest that it's wonderful to be able to navigate your way around the core part of your city, which will be referred to as downtown or city center. So think about that and consider it very strongly. And lastly, what you also need to do is, if you intend to start driving immediately you arrive Canada, then you have to exchange your driver's license from whatever your previous country is to the Canadian driver's license. And depending on the province that you arrive in, right, I suppose different provinces have different durations of the exchanged driver's license international driver's license you will get. I advise that you go on the website of the province that you've arrived in and read up on exchanging your current driver's license from your previous country to the license of the province that you're going to be settling in, right? So I hope that these tips come in very handy for all of those that have been asking me about, I'm coming to Canada, what do I need to do? These are the list of absolutely important things that you need to get done immediately. And as time goes on, as you make friends, you know, you join communities and all of that, you eventually then start discovering the country, the province, the city for yourself, and you know, you grow along the line and get everything in place. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any further questions, please leave me a comment in the comment section or send me an email. My email is in the description box just under this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.